Folks, it's hot again. 99 in McAllen right now, 95 in Weslaco, Rio Grande City. At least it's not over 100, right? 96, 97 at Edinburg. Then you get closer to the coast, as always. It cools off a little bit. 86 at the beach, 90 at this hour in Brownsville. But add the humidity in. Here's what it feels like from McAllen to Weslaco, Raymondville, Harlingen. It all feels like 101. Everybody else not far behind. Now, let's watch future track temperatures. Here's what future track says happens overnight. We go nowhere. Mid-70s again. Here you are, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Watch the timeline. We get to tomorrow afternoon, and things are a little different. Notice now, instead of having temperatures in the 90s, except maybe in Rio Grande City, the valley is a little bit cooler. Not so much because the front is here yet, but because there's probably a decent chance for showers and some thunderstorms. And these exact numbers, exact places, it'll be 78, 80, 85, subject to debate. But the bottom line is there'll probably be scattered showers around, keeping temperatures down. Then tomorrow night, the front goes through and we cool off into the mid-60s to start the day on Friday. And right now, Future Track takes it only into the low to mid-70s by noon on Friday, perhaps touching 80 Friday afternoon, but still, instead of touching 97, 98, 99, if we hit 80, that's a pretty big drop from one day to the next. Humidity goes down. Looks like a pretty big change. So our highs, the normal's 87. Tomorrow still up around 91. Only 80 on Friday. Remember, if that's the high, it takes all day to get there. So you spend most of the day in the 70s with lower humidity, pretty comfortable. And then Saturday we're back to 84. So we're still below normal. So not cold, but definitely cooler than what it's been. Now let's watch future track. Let's look for rain. Don't see anything tonight. I think tonight stays dry, but then tomorrow we start to see scattered showers break out. That's what tries to cool the temperatures off a little bit. Then late tomorrow night, the front slides through. It could trigger a shower or a thunderstorm when it comes through. So don't be surprised if you hear a rumble of thunder. It could be a gusty thunderstorm with some strong winds perhaps. Then the front is through, and then for Friday, cooler with lower humidity. Clouds lingering into the morning. I think as the day goes on, though, the sun should make an appearance, at least for the second half of the day. And Saturday at this point looks delightful with a cool start, a warm afternoon. Rain chances 50% tomorrow, 20% pre-dawn on Friday, and then Saturday looks like it should stay dry. Rest of South Texas, everybody's like we are, in the 90s across the region. Hebbronville's 94. Falfurrias is 96. Front's up to the north right now. It continues pushing southward. Takes a while, but it comes through late tomorrow, bringing the cooler temperatures for the rest of the weekend. So let's take a look. Tonight, 74, partly cloudy and warm. Southeasterly winds at 7 to 14 miles an hour. Then tomorrow we climb back up to 91. Mostly cloudy skies, spotty storms. Front comes through second half of the day, probably late in the day with that front, then a turn toward cooler temperatures. How much cooler? Well, again, 80 on Friday for a high. Lows in the 60s. Some places will be in the 50s Saturday morning with a high of 84. We're holding at 84 on Sunday now. Looks like we should stabilize for a couple of days. And then next week we're right up to 90 again, but not as hot as it's been this week. But still, front due late tomorrow should make a difference, but it could bring some showers and perhaps even a thunderstorm.
So looking forward to that cooler weather.
It'll be a change, at least for a little while.
Just for a little while. Yep. All right. Thanks a lot, Timmy.